What is good, Neo family? It's your boy Ray-Jay back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Neo and why I'm extremely bullish for the somewhat near-term and long-term futures, despite what people say. I'm going to talk about what has been going on with the news right now that is affecting the overall stock market. That makes me very good and excited as well. I'm going to talk about other pieces of news that are affecting Neo that make me very, very excited for the future. I'm going to end the video by talking about the latest Neo updates on their Twitter page that make me even more excited. But before I do talk about Neo's Twitter page and all these big updates, I do have to mention a couple of things. First off, I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so don't take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this, and not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Neo community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link in the description. If you guys do sign up, you're going to get up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500. With that out of the way, let's get on with the videos. Looking at Neo, it started off at $29.66. It ran all the way up to $33.33 and closed up over 0.59% for the day. We did see a lot of consolidation at around $32, which is a very, very good sign, guys. We're consolidating at a higher range compared to where we were before, which makes me very excited for what this company has in store. But before I talk about Neo, I do have to mention a couple of things. First off, look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is up over 0.93%. Look at the S&P 500, up over 1.18% for the day. Once again, the entire market, at least the large majority of the market, was in the green. That makes me super pumped and excited because Neo is once again in a good market right now. And here's the reason why. So the overall market was in the green despite the fact that the news was still spreading more FUD about the Omicron variant. According to ABC News, the number of Omicron cases is likely to rise according to the CDC director. Now, the media is just going crazy about the Omicron variant still, but there is one thing that changed, and that is the response of the overall market. The SPY is still in the green despite that. Now, I'm not necessarily trying to say that the market is on full capitulation, full recovery mode just yet. And the reason for that is there is still some uncertainty involving the Fed and the US Congress, the debt ceiling and all that good stuff. But check this out right over here. It was reported by the New York Times. First off, I'm going to show you the title. It states that the window to lift the debt ceiling limits or the debt limit is narrowing. And why is that important? Well, it states right over here that the United States is facing a default sometime between December 21st and January 28th if Congress does not act to raise or suspend the debt ceiling. So all I'm trying to say is that the Fed is going to have a lot of meetings, and there's uncertainty right now about what's going to play out because Jerome Powell could say something that could cause the overall stock market to rise, or it could go the other way. So we're just waiting for that. I do see a lot more volatility coming up in this market, but look at this right over here. The fear and greed index is moving a little bit more towards the greed side compared to where it was before. Before it was at 20, now it's at 25. As you know, the higher the number goes, the more greedy people tend to be. That's a good sign. So my point is people are not as fearful now as before. That's a very good sign. There's less fear, people are less panicky, and that's very, very good for Neo because the overall market is improving, the conditions are improving, and people are becoming less and less emotional. So if we look at this from a Bollinger Band standpoint, we dropped to 29.66, touching the lower band, then we ran up and touched the upper band at 33.32. Then the consolidation right here at a higher range is a very good sign as we did close towards the upper band. Once again, Neo is doing pretty well right now, but at the same time, we are a little bit in the red compared to where we were from before. And if I bring up the 1-year chart and show that to you, you can see that the RSI is still at 30.68. The MACD is still in the red, which means Neo right now is kind of finding that bottom before consolidating, but we should start rising up very, very soon because as you could see, Neo is oversold right now. Neo is oversold as the RSI is indicating. And another thing worth looking at is the CCI right now. This basically means that Neo is undervalued compared to where it used to be and where it should be. So Neo is oversold, it's undervalued, and it's just a matter of time before the big recovery comes, which is why I do see a lot of upside coming. But this upside, I can't guarantee any specific dates yet because it depends on the overall market. Now, I want to address some other pieces of news before I give you guys my Neo prediction for the upcoming week. But check this out right here. China's regulator has soothed the nerve market over Chinese stocks delisting after the global sell-off. So that's a very, very good sign. People are very open and respectful right now, and Chinese companies are not in a horrible position, in my opinion, because the regulators are stating that they do not want stocks to delist like some other companies did. Now, DD did delist, but this is not necessarily because of, FUD, uncertainty, or because it was a bad company. It had to do with the issues they had with the Chinese government. But the Chinese government is actually in favor of NEO and all these EV companies. The regulators have stated that they maintain an open attitude to where the companies seek to raise funds and respect their choices, and they deny any reports of imminent restrictions on overseas listings. Once again, a very good sign, which means NEO, the delisting fears, in my opinion, are very, very minimal. Nothing to be too concerned about. But if you guys are concerned, and this is why I'm promoting Moomoo, because if you do sign up for Moomoo, you could start trading on the Hong Kong exchange. Because one day I do believe NEO is going to be listed there, and you won't have to worry about any concerns like that. But I'm just putting it out there. That's just another option you guys could take. But I don't think delisting is much of an issue for NEO. Is it a possible risk? The answer is yes, it's a risk for all Chinese stocks, but it's not anything too bad because the Chinese regulators are already stated that they're not interested in delisting. That makes me very bullish for NEO. It's a very good relief for people that were scared, and I'm very, very excited for what's going to come out. Because remember, Kathy Wood also bought Xpong. If this truly was such a big issue, why would she invest in Xpong? That just goes to show that there are people exaggerating, they're lying, they're trying to trick others, and you should not fall for the FUD. So let's go over with what the news is saying right now. Basically, it was reported that the red hot electric vehicle industry isn't immune to the market volatility, and we could see quite a bit of volatility that was happening right now. We could see Lucid is down almost 5%, and despite that, I still see a lot of potential in Lucid and NEO simultaneously. Now, NEO was in the green right now, and I think it's really good. I do think NEO has a lot more potential to keep on running up, and it's looking pretty good because right now this article is addressing the fact that there was a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt over delisting, but right now it's really recovering compared to before. Another good sign is the fact that, look, is it time to buy according to the Motley Fool? And they are talking about how people are giving NEO valuations of $60+ very, very soon. NEO should have good run ups very, very soon, guys. That makes me super pumped and excited. I know that you haven't seen that for quite some time because of the overall market, but I do believe that if you give it the time it needs, especially as the big earnings reports come out, more deliveries come out, as they improve their company, as European expansion comes out, there's so many different catalysts out there that are absolutely helping NEO like crazy. That makes me very, very excited. The Investor Place reported that NEO will bounce back with impressive delivery numbers. Once again, NEO is killing it. We're going to see more and more expansion coming out to Europe. They're going to be building more and more factories in the future, and they have very, very good price targets of around $53 to $60 coming up. So I'm very excited, guys. There was a global chip shortage that did affect NEO, but I do believe that they're going to recover very strongly, and I do think that they're going to have very good delivery numbers very, very soon. I'm super hyped. I'm super excited, and I believe in NEO. I don't want you guys to just fall for the FUD because this company has all the potential in the world. So check this out right here. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that Australian electric vehicle drivers are now, on average, driving further than people with petrol vehicles as infrastructure improves, according to ABS stats. So that's another very good sign for NEO because EVs are improving day in and day out, and that makes me super pumped for the future. So for the short term with NEO, we did see it tested support at 29.66, and we haven't seen it at that low for such a long time. But the thing to remember about NEO is that we're going to see a high recovery very, very soon. And why do I say that? Well, NEO Day is around the corner. Now, there is some uncertainty about what the Fed is going to do, but what I do believe when NEO comes out with its NEO Day, there are going to be big announcements involving the expansion, European expansion, the new countries that they're going to be expanding to, their ET7 updates, and it's going to cause NEO to rise up. I also believe that even if the short term is a little bit volatile, in the long term, this company is going to break all-time highs again. They're going to have European expansion. They're probably going to be opening the US very soon, and their battery swapping technology is super innovative, and it's going to help this company. With that said and done, guys, I'm super bullish for the long term of this company, and you should not give up. Do not let the fear, uncertainty, and doubt get to you, and never give up on your dreams. I'll see you in the next one, guys, and peace out.